White people, don't you love them white people? Everybody loves white people. They're the best. White people. White people. Now, if you were to go on Twitter over the last 2 days, you'd basically hear that. And guess who's singing that song? People that look like me. You know, like, I'm not gonna sit there and say, I wish I was black, but some days I fucking hate being white, man. Just, like, it has to be this reverse. I don't even know what the fuck, so, obviously this is about the Jordan Subban incident, like, so, grab your phone, go to PK Subban on Twitter, and you've already seen the video. So, basic scrum going on, right? Oh my god. So, like, how do you not see what? You know, people are sharing the Tom Wilson picture. People are sharing pictures of dudes flexing, like, urgh. It's like, how far are we gonna reach? How far are we going to try to just... I'm at a loss for words. I truly can't grasp this shit. I got a guy that's saying he flexed. I got a guy coming at me on Twitter saying he flexed. And in his bio, he has anti-racist on his bio. And he's trying to defend the racist. Like, what? I'm not gonna show you because it's like, you can just go to PK Subban's post on Twitter and just read. It's just like, holy fuck. Like, why are we so fucking defensive? Just admit that something fucked up. Like, what? I don't get it. Like, I'm truly at a loss for words right now. Like, this is... I'm half laughing at a loss for words because I'm just in awe of how fucking stupid people are. Like, I don't care how long you've gone to school. I don't care what your education is. I really don't. That doesn't define how smart you are, because you can go to school for fucking 40 years and still be a fucking idiot when it comes to certain things in life, man. And majority of white people that watch hockey are clearly fucking idiots. Because, like, are we gonna really... Let's break this down. A scrum's happening. And then a guy is skating away, right? And he glances behind him, right? And he sees the dude doing this, right? You can watch the video, and you can see that he clearly glanced back and saw him flexing, didn't react. A second or so goes by. A few strides are taken, you know what I mean? They go down the ice a smidge, and then Subban just snaps, right? I'm sorry, but people don't just snap in hockey. People like that don't make it past... They don't exist in that level. You don't just snap. Well, I'm sorry, unless you're Tom Wilson. I apologize. That there's one person that can get away with it. You don't see players going after players like that after a scrum's already happened for no reason. You don't. It doesn't happen. You don't see players come off of their bench to punch other players in the head. You don't see players come off the bench for one team and not come off the other. They knew what the fuck his teammates said and did. Because nobody else was there defending him except, like, one other dude. You had fucking 9 or 10 red guys going at, like, 2 to 3 white guys, because, like, on the team. They were all white, but Suban. You know what I mean. So, clearly, something happened. You don't get kicked out for saying a racial slur in a game. You don't get charged at by a black dude for not saying a racial slur in a game. You don't get punched in the head from behind by a dude that came off of the bench if you didn't say a racial slur in a game. You don't get suspended for 30 games if you didn't say a racial slur in a game. Your team doesn't kick you off permanently for good if you don't say a racial slur in the game. So what are people missing? Like, is your fucking white ass so fucking blinded or so fucking stupid or choosing to be that ignorant? What is it? How are you just ignoring the details? Mr. White Man, you're so smart. Look at you. You did all of this shit. Look at all the things you've done, Mr. White Man, but you can't see the basic little steps about how this happened, why it could have happened, how it started, why it blew up. Why is this black man chasing this white dude? I don't know. Let's see what everybody else says. Oh, everybody else says a racial slur happened? Racist taunts happened? Okay, maybe they did happen. Holy wow, I saw one thing, I listened to another thing, and I made a conclusion about the obvious. Holy fuck. But no, right? You got a little bit of this going on, and that's just not, no. Everybody's attacking the whites lately, right? Everybody's coming. And after watching this, right, now I see why. Now I see why everybody's coming after the fucking white people, right? Because we don't fucking just take our L's, dude. Take the L. You did something fucking stupid. Let's, as a fucking race, come together and say, yo, fuck that guy. Like, this isn't 1970s anymore. Like, the hippie movement died, and then it stuck. Like, we're past this shit. We seriously are. Like, I don't understand where the fuck white people think that you can just ignore the things that you do wrong. Like, what, where, why? Is seriously, is this because we've never had any punishment for it? Is it now sinking in for me after just one, was that the final straw for me? That just sinks in now totally and completely for me about why the fuck people don't like white people? Like, I'm starting to get it. Because I see shit like this, I see this PK Subban, and it's just, I watched it 3 times, and I have no idea what/when the gesture was. The gesture was the thing that he did before the dude ran after. Look at what one guy does, and then look at what the other dude does in a reaction to it, and ask, why did he react that way? Monkey. Ooh, ee, ooh, like, is truly, if you think, like, ooh, ooh, like, it's not a, I don't even know why people are bringing Tom Wilson to, that wasn't anything, that wasn't a, Tom Wilson, that's not a flex, Tom Wilson going like, that's not a flex. I don't know why people keep on bringing him into this. Like, that's not a thing that people do. That was stupid what Tom Wilson did. He looked like a fucking idiot. People don't do that. Now you got people just using that as some sort of fucking excuse. Like, oh man. Oh. Oh. I'm just at a loss for words, man. Excuse me while I kill myself. Holy fuck. Just a joke, YouTube. Good God. Anyways. So yeah. like, it's not, like, brains, use it. Use that thing that was given to you. I grew up in the middle of Canada, right? And I'm just going to go off a bit of a topic here. But it's just going to kind of prove to you how ignorant people can be. So I'm in the butt-fuck middle of Canada, right? And residential schools were here. And the last residential school closed right outside of my city, right? So we learned about residential schools. And so when all of these massive graves were found, it was not as big of a surprise for those of us in where I am. Because we knew they're here. Aboriginal, natives, First Nations, whatever you want to call them, they're here. Whatever you choose to be called, they're here. Prominently. Right? Like, it's a very diverse area here. So my point is, when this mass unmarked graves came to be found, nobody in Ontario knew. And it just blew my mind that nobody in Ontario even knew. You got people left and right. I didn't even know residential schools were a thing. What are you being taught in supposedly the most advanced part of Canada? You're supposed to be the pinnacle, Ontario. You're supposed to be the whatever, the thing that we all hate the most that's not in Ontario, which you are. And, like, so it's like, holy fuck. Like, holy fuck, man. Like, how do you not know? How is it not taught? How is human decency not taught? I truly don't get it. I truly don't understand how somebody can be racist for the sake of being racist. I really don't. Like, call the guy a fucking idiot. Call his mother a bitch. Like, you can do anything besides the one thing that you shouldn't do. Like, bruh. And I'm pro sticks and stones. I am. As a fat dude who had glasses and long hair and played hockey, I got mine. Truly, I did. I understand the sticks and stones thing. And I've played against teams from reserves where it was back and forth. It was. Like, you get called stupid white boy on the ice. You do. But you take your lumps and you move on. Is that okay? No. Should it have happened? No. Did it go the other way too? Yes. Should it have happened? No. But we learned and we moved on. I'm now an adult who doesn't say those things. Right? And I didn't say those things as a kid. Those were just what happened to me because I was just the big kid who hit people. So that just happened to me. Right? And instead of me saying something in return, I just hit you. Right? You'd say something to me, I'd turn, smile, laugh, wave, haha, and then hit you later. And then stare at you as you're on the ground and I skate by. Right? No, I'm not saying that's how Subban should have handled it. No, that's not my... Subban should have went after him. It should have happened. You should get your lumps for doing stupid shit. You should. You run the goalie, you get your lumps. Hit a guy from behind, you get your lumps. Say something racist, get your lumps times 2. You know? So I'm just baffled. I'm just, as a white dude, 25, mid-20s, you got dudes with anti-fat, anti-racist in their fucking... Yeah, so I'm just ranting because white people, dude. What are we doing here? Why do we do the things that we do? Take the L. as a skin tone. Take an L every now and then. Okay? And you know what? Shout out to that teammate that came off the bench and punched that dude in the head. Seriously. I'd like to think that I would do that same thing in that situation. Luckily, something that serious never actually happened to me. But I'd like to think that's something I would do. And I'm so glad to see that somebody did that. Like, you don't see that. That's my biggest, honest to God, that's the biggest one for me. Like, clearly something happened because dudes don't come off the bench to punch people in the head from behind for no reason. That just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. And when that happens, nobody came to his defense. Like, one dude tried to skate towards him and he was called back. And you can sit there and say that's just the coach being smart, not wanting to get more penalties. Sure. Sure. But when a brawl happens, a brawl happens. Like, bench clearing brawls are a thing for a reason, right? So when the bench doesn't clear, there's something's going on there. When one bench decides to come back and the other one doesn't, there's something going on there. It's a little bit deeper. And anyways, now I'm just repeating myself, off topic, blah blah. That's just my rant. Just sick of white people doing white shit. Stop. Take the L. Move on. Peace.